So your child is at school right now, and somewhere at the back of your mind there's a headline you read about AI taking over jobs. You do the math quietly, which is if a machine can already do the thing that I'm paying expensive tuition for, then what happens to my child in 10 years' time? I'm not here to scare you. I spent 20 years in data and finance before this, and the first thing that the world teaches you is that the scary headline and the calm one are usually both true at the same time. By the end of this video, you know what the evidence actually says and what Singapore is already doing about it, and one simple thing you can do today for free that matters more than any enrichment classes or tuition classes. In some group chats, someone might share an article. It might say that the child is already learning Python, and another one has signed up for a coding camp or AI camp or public speaking course, and all in one single school holiday. And you sit there wondering if your own child is actually being left behind. So that feeling is completely normal. It's the natural reaction when nobody really knows what the job market looks like in 2040. And everyone is making expensive decisions without a clear answer. So before you spend another $1, let me give you something that the group chats never does, which is the real data with dates and sources, and you can actually decide based on the facts rather than on other people's anxiety. Okay, so here is the reframe, and it's really the whole point about this video. Will AI take my child's job? Makes it sound like the world just stays still and one robot walks in and just takes over. That's not how it actually works. Here's a better question. Not will the jobs disappear, but will my child be the one directing AI or the one that AI will replace? Because we are talking about same technology, but two very different outcomes. And the difference between them can be taught. And let me show you why I'm so confident about that. Did you know that Singapore is the single most AI exposed economy the IMF has ever measured? So let's start close to home. In August 2024, the IMF studied Singapore's labour market and found that about 77% of working Singaporeans are highly exposed to AI. And that's higher than the United States and higher than the 60% average across all the developed economies. But here's the part that the headline leaves out, because about half of that exposure is actually AI helping people do their jobs better and not replacing them. So Singapore actually scores at the very top of the IMF AI Preparedness Index alongside the US and Denmark. We are exposed because we have so many skilled white-collar jobs. Exactly the kind of jobs most of us have and want for our kids. So globally, it's the same story. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, published in January 2025, surveyed over 1,000 companies. It projects 92 million jobs will disappear, but 170 million new ones will be created by 2030. And that's a net gain of 78 million jobs. It's a reshuffle and not a total wipeout, because about 22% of the jobs will actually change shape. And close to 40% of the skills any job needs will be different. So the future isn't no jobs, it's different jobs and which need different skills. Which means the real risk isn't AI, it's about preparing your child for a world that's really changing. So this is my favorite finding in the whole report because it completely flips the fear around. The WEF took one of the most advanced AI models available and had it assess more than 2,800 specific human skills. And the question was simple. Which of these can you fully take over? The answer was 0. Not one of the 2,800 skills came back with a very high chance of being fully replaced. And the skills AI was worse at were actually the deeply human ones, which involves empathy and listening, sensory judgment, and physical dexterity. The skills employers say are becoming most valuable are analytical thinking, creativity, resilience, curiosity, leadership, EQ, plus one more new one, which is AI literacy. Simply knowing how to work with these tools well. So if we read that list again, it's because it's the most reassuring thing a worried parent will hear right now, which is the skills that a machine is worse at are exactly the skills that is rising fastest in value. And none of them come from drilling another assessment paper. This is honest pushback and I take it seriously. I mean, there's a lot of real research behind this worry. An MIT Media Lab study in 2025 found that students who rely on a chatbot to write essays showed weaker brain engagement and felt less ownership over their work. The researchers called it cognitive debt. And to be fair, it was a small study of just 54 adults, not yet peer review. And even the authors themselves push back on the scary brain rot kind of headlines, but it's a fair concern. So what does our own MOE do about it? They don't ban AI, they do something even smarter, which is the tools inside the student learning space are actually built in MOE's own words to minimize cognitive uploading and dependence on AI. So their learning assistant guides students with questions and deliberately will not provide spoon-fed answers. That's the model to follow, not ban and not unrestricted. Guided and designed to make your child think harder, not less. And banning the most important tool of your child's generation doesn't protect them, it just gives the advantage to the kid next door whose parents taught them to use it properly. So in 10 years, when two graduates walk into the same job interview, and what separates one from the other who might actually get hired? Future skills might sound abstract until you picture the actual moment that it matters, and that's evidence that this is really happening at entry level. So a Stanford study in 2025 using real payroll data showed that workers aged 22 to 25 in the most AI-exposed jobs saw employment drop by about 13%, while older workers in the same role stayed steady. So in the entry-level software and customer service roles, it actually dropped closer to 20%. Researchers think it's because experienced workers know things AI hasn't learned yet. So it's the first rung of the ladder, a career ladder that's shaking, and that's exactly the rung that your child will step into first. Because the graduate who gets hired isn't the one who memorized the most facts. It's the one who can take a messy real-world problem, get AI to help solve it, judge whether the answer actually makes sense, and explain it clearly to another person. And that's a skill. It can be taught, and it's almost the opposite of what earns a child top marks in school today. So give the exact same AI to two children, and why does one get smarter and the other get worse at thinking? So picture two 10-year-olds, same AI app, same homework, same afternoon. The first one types in the question, copies the answer closest to the laptop. Done in like 90 seconds. And he learned absolutely nothing. And over a year, the child who is quietly letting AI do all the thinking that's supposed to build their brain. Next, we have a second child who asks the AI to explain why the answer works, pushes back when something looks off, and asks for a harder version of the problem, and then catches it when it makes a mistake. He's using the same app, same 90 seconds to start, but that child is building judgment, curiosity, and actually direct the machine skill that the future will reward. So the app isn't what makes the difference. How the child uses it makes the difference, and no app decides that for you. The adult guiding them does. So if you want to know in 5 minutes whether your child is using AI to think or just to avoid thinking, something that you can try today, sit with your child and an AI tool for 5 minutes. Give it any question, then watch does your child just accept the first answer or the first output, or they actually push back and question it. So you can try these 3 prompts together, ask AI, explain this like I'm 10, and then ask, what did I get wrong? And then you can ask, give me a harder version. And if your child enjoys catching the AI out and asking for more, they are already learning to direct it. And if they just want the answer so that they can move on, that's your real signal. This is not really a crisis, just something that you as a parent take notice of and you can work together with your child on. The 5-minute test tells you more than any school ranking or any school brochure, including mine. So you can just try that 5-minute test, and you can even give me your feedback in the comments below. There's one skill underneath all of this, which is the confidence to direct a powerful tool, judge whether the answer is good, and stay the one who is doing the thinking. And that comes from the human skills that WEF says no machine can take over, which are skills like creativity, judgment, curiosity, and communication. Plus, with enough hands-on practice with AI that it feels like an everyday tool and not a mystery. Here's the good part for a very busy parent, because this can be taught at any age from 4 to like 18, and you don't need to be tech savvy yourself to be able to teach it. Because since we are talking about Singapore, don't forget that the government is already funding the adult version of this. So every Singaporean age 25 and above has Skills Future credit sitting in their account, and with an extra $4,000 top up for those that are age 40 and above. So the whole country is being encouraged to upskill and reskill. And the least we can do is start our kids early. At Empire AI, we are not trying to turn your child into a faster person at copying answers. We teach kids from age 4 onwards to about 18 to direct AI and the different AI tools. If you're not sure where to start, what you can do is you can reach out to us. We are happy to sit down with you and explain all the different AI modules that is age appropriate for your child. We will provide you with a free trial, let your child try it out, and trainer will give you feedback. And if you are keen to take this to the next step, please feel free to WhatsApp us at 8145 5004 to claim your free trial.